All right, Jesse, let's start with you, because the U.S. has now taken out a top Iranian terror mastermind with minimal repercussions. In fact, it's believed that Iran intentionally avoided causing any major damage and did just enough to save face and is now apparently standing down. So, Jesse, hard to see this other than a big victory for President Trump. What's your take?
Of course, it's a victory for President Trump. He drew a line that he actually maintained, and now Iran knows what that line is. If any American bloodshed is created by Iran, there will be repercussions. President Trump did not retaliate when drones were shot down, when oil rigs were attacked, and when the Saudi oil fields were attacked. Essentially, he refrained from that. Although he did send a defense system to Saudi Arabia to assist with future attacks, he never targeted back at Iran. But now, when American blood has been shed, he has demonstrated that he will not tolerate it. And Iran is very, very clear in their understanding that our forces could essentially cause grave damage to them, and they were not going to draw blood. They essentially hit targets that would cause just collateral damage, not to U.S. forces, and then essentially show their people that they weren't afraid of the United States, but at the same time not provoke the United States into further escalation.
Right, and the U.S. has the gain of taking out Soleimani. Hell, so what do you make of it that it's believed that Iran deliberately tried to avoid U.S. military casualties? What does it tell you that last night's attack yielded no casualties?
Michelle, it looked like a little bit of theater. From what I understand, the Iraqis were informed by the Iranians the attack was going to come. We have plenty of advance warning. We also have an early warning system of incoming missile attacks. We don't have something like an Iron Dome over Iraq, but we do have certain defensive capabilities. So basically, it gave plenty of warning time for all of the troops, any personnel at those bases, to get into a defensive position where they have overhead cover, where they're not going to be exposed to potential harm from incoming rockets or missiles. Now, with that said, those missiles were big, 1,000 to 2,000 pound warheads. And they were fairly precise. If you look at where they hit and how they hit, even though they were clearly aimed at not inflicting casualties, they were clearly aimed and they did hit in very precise locations, which demonstrates the capabilities. So the Iranians got their message, but I think we also got a message too, which is we're ready. We have the defensive capabilities. And I think both sides are given an opportunity to basically take a pause and basically stand down.